This is Alabama News Network at noon on CBS 8 and Montgomery CW.
Thanks for watching Action 8 News at noon. I'm Ellis Eskew. Topping our news, 4 of the 5 suspects in the Riverfront brawl in Montgomery are in court today. Mary Todd was the first of the 4 defendants to come to a plea agreement with prosecutors. The original charge of third-degree assault was downgraded to harassment, and she will have to pay court costs. As part of her guilty plea, she will have to complete anger management classes in the next 90 days. The other 3 defendants, Richard Roberts, Zachary Shipman, and Alan Todd, are still in court. Action 8 News reporter Esty Morrison is in the courtroom and will have more updates as they become available. 3 of the suspects accused of killing 4 people and injuring 32 others in the Dadeville mass shooting in April were back in court yesterday. 20-year-old Wilson Hill Jr., 19-year-old Willie Brown Jr., and a third defendant who was not identified in court documents because he is under the age of 18, went in front of a judge to determine whether they will be tried as adults. According to Alabama law, suspects under 21 charged with a crime can apply for the youthful offender status to prevent them from receiving the same sentencing as adults. It was a closed hearing, so neither the media nor the public were allowed in the courtroom. District Attorney Mike Segrist says only relatives of the defendants and the victims were present.
We had a lot of the family members present with us today. Some of the defendants' families were allowed to speak, on their behalf and in asking for youthful offender. And at one point, one of the dads actually turned and addressed the families of the victims, and just a very, emotional scene in the courtroom today.
And the judge is expected to make a decision about whether the 3 defendants will be tried as adults in the coming days. Well, Montgomery teenager has been charged with murder after the shooting death of another teenager. Tuesday, MPD responded to the 3500 block of Carter Hill Road. A 16-year-old male sustained a life-threatening gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital where he died Thursday. A 15-year-old female is charged with 1 count of capital murder. She was placed in the Montgomery County Youth Detention Facility. It's day 2 of the multi-state search for a U.S. Army reservist who police say killed 18 people in Lewiston, Maine Wednesday night. SWAT teams surrounded a home in the nearby town of Bowdoin, but left when it became clear the suspect, Robert Card, was not inside. A shelter-in-place order for Lewiston remains in effect. And what's in store for the weekend? Let's get a first check of our forecast now with Weather Authority meteorologist Ben Lang. Ben.
Well, hopefully more of this pleasant fall weather we could do with another rain-free weekend to let us enjoy our outdoor festivities. I guess this is Halloween weekend with that upcoming Tuesday next week. And right now we are tracking some fair weather clouds mixed with sunshine, and really it's become quite cloudy across the southeastern parts of the state. Notice these individual gray and white dots. Those are fair weather cumulus clouds, so plenty of those in the sky, especially to the south of Interstate 85 and to the east of Interstate 65. I think we'll continue to see more of these fair weather clouds developing through the course of the afternoon. Futurecast showing as much, but the clouds not producing any rain for today, so it looks pretty pleasant and very warm this afternoon. We'll likely see temperatures approaching the mid-80s in most spots, becoming mostly clear again overnight tonight, so we should see plenty of sunshine in the sky Saturday morning. Towards the afternoon, again, some fair weather clouds developing, but it's going to be another rain-free day to begin the upcoming weekend. For today, it'll be warm, temperatures in the low and even mid-80s for some spots between 1 and 5 p.m. A partly cloudy sky on average and a generally east breeze of around 5 miles per hour. Tonight at 10 o'clock, we've got another edition of Lace Up for high school football across our area. And if you have plans to attend any games this evening, well, the weather looks great. Sometimes you get into the late parts of October and you can't really rely on 70-degree warmth during the evening, but I think that's going to be the case this evening. Cloud cover going away, so we're looking at a generally clear sky, and temperatures at kickoff of around 73 degrees, still holding near 70 degrees all the way into the fourth quarter. So looking really nice across our area this evening. I think it'll be pretty nice for this weekend. Do we have any chance for rain over the next 8 days? I'll have the answer, and we'll look ahead to cooler temperatures as November begins with my exclusive 8-day forecast coming up. Alice?
All right, thanks, Ben. Well, a senior citizen in Selma has a new home and a new lease on life. Action 8's reporter George McDonald has the story from the West Alabama newsroom. think so.
Smiles and laughter filled the day as Selma tornado victim Lula Banks got a first look at her new home.
I feel good, really good, and I feel blessed.
Banks had already been in the hospital for a week when the January 12th tornado tore up a third of Selma. When she was released from the hospital 2 days later, she found out from her son that she didn't have a home to go back to. The tornado had ripped off the roof of her home, blown out all the windows, and scattered her belongings.
I just cried when I got here. I just sat in the car and cried. I just saw a lot of devastation, and I just started to, the only thing I could do was just cry.
Banks' son later contacted Samaritan's Purse, who just stepped in and went to work.
We build homes to help people, get back into a comfortable area, but we're doing this all in the name of Jesus Christ. It's a ministry for us. We get to do this because we have such good donors that believe in what Samaritan's Purse is doing.
And what it's doing, in addition to building and repairing homes, is building relationships and repairing lives. But most of all, it's giving people hope in their time of need.
And I just never thought that somebody, would do such things. And knowing somebody has done that much, you really don't have the words.
Samaritan's Purse has been in the Selma community helping homeowners recover from the tornado since January. From the West Alabama Newsroom, I'm George McDonald, Action 8 News.
Thanks, George. And Samaritan's Purse has already started 23 of the 25 projects slated for the area. 10 are new home construction projects, 13 of home repairs, and all the work is done at no cost to the homeowner. And still to come, meteorologist Ben Lang is back with a look at your exclusive 8-day forecast. Leadership Montgomery's Torchbearers class is teaming up with Eat South to teach others about the importance of compost. And here with more is Amanda Edwards and Adrienne Washington. Thank y'all so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, and so this event is tomorrow. So tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, tomorrow we are hosting an event called Pies and Pals. It's going to take place at 425 Moulton Street, which is directly behind the Montgomery Advertiser. The purpose of the event is to promote education to the community on composting. The event is going to be a family event. It is free. We're also going to serve pizza. We want the entire family to come out, get your hands dirty, learn about the importance of composting and the overall benefits of healthy composting and putting nutrients in your body, and we want to invite the entire city of Montgomery to come out.
All right, sounds great. And so Eat South, tell us a little bit about what y'all do.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Eat South is a teaching farm located inside of a city park, and we are behind the Advertiser. We offer free workshops to the public throughout the year. We grow year round, and so it's basically a highly curated outdoor classroom open to the public Tuesday through Saturday. And we just try to encourage people to start their own backyard garden if they've been thinking about it. Things like composting. We have chickens and rabbits, honeybees, and ducks as well.
Wow, okay. And so people can come out tomorrow, and what will they actually be doing? Are they making the piles? And
Yes, we're actually going to get your hands dirty tomorrow. So when you come out, we're going to teach you how to compost. We're going to make some piles. There's an event for the children to do. They can get their hands dirty with some of our worm stations while they learn the benefits of repurposing their old scraps. And there's going to be fun activities to do as well. And of course, the pizza will be served.
Right, and so you're encouraging everybody to come out and learn about it and be able to do it themselves.
Yes. Absolutely, bring the entire family.
Okay, and so can you give the time and date for us?
Yes, our event is tomorrow, October 28th. It will be from 2 to 4 p.m. and the address is 425 Moulton Street, which is directly behind the Montgomery Advertiser.
Right, all right, well, very good. Is there anything else you want people to know about it?
Did you want to talk about the torchbearers at all? Or? Okay.
Well, Leadership Montgomery Torchbearers class is doing it, and it's a project for y'all. So that's so great that y'all are getting involved in the community. And,
yeah, we really appreciate anyone who wants to volunteer on the farm. We send you home with produce, and you can do group projects or come alone and come volunteer on a volunteer Saturday.
All right. Well, thank y'all for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Now, Weather Authority meteorologist Ben Lang.
Another pleasant late October day underway here in central and south Alabama. Looks like it's going to be another rain-free day here for the southern parts of the state. Now we are tracking fair weather clouds developing, especially now to the south and east, or the southeastern parts of Alabama, south of Interstate 85 and to the east of Interstate 65. These individual gray and white dots showing quite a few cumulus clouds now in the sky for southeastern Alabama. We've still got a mostly to partly sunny sky in most other locations. Also tracking plenty of this cloud cover developing to our east in Georgia as well. These clouds may be kind of slowly drifting towards the west. Bottom line, I think we'll continue to see some fair weather clouds in our sky through this afternoon. Now, we are tracking a little bit of at least light rain from the Memphis, Mid-South area into the Tennessee Valley. This seems to slowly be drifting towards the east, but that rain is not going to be moving into our area for today. At this point, Alabama really could use some rain to alleviate drought conditions, but again, today we are not going to be getting it. We continue to find fair weather clouds in the mix this afternoon. Temperatures certainly plenty warm for the late parts of October, above average today with highs in the lower to mid 80s. Overnight temperatures staying mild, will be near 60 degrees at 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Plenty of sunshine in the sky, so it become mostly clear again overnight tonight. And then we find at least some fair weather clouds developing on Saturday afternoon. Again, going to be a very warm day. High temperatures in the low to mid 80s area wide, mid and maybe even upper 80s for a couple locations on Sunday. Plenty of sunshine in the sky, some fair weather clouds. It'll be rain-free for the upcoming weekend. So we'll continue to experience mild overnight low temperatures through the upcoming weekend, even early next week. I think on Halloween morning we'll wake up to temperatures close to 60 degrees, but then a cold front passes through our area on or just before Halloween, and so we start to feel that cooler air starting on Wednesday as we begin the month of November. And check out our first few mornings, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Our first few mornings of November will have overnight low temperatures dropping off at least into the 40s, but those numbers might be somewhat generous. Newer model runs suggesting maybe temperatures fall into the 30s in at least parts of our area those nights. So it could get quite cool as November begins here in Alabama. In the meantime, it's quite warm in the capital city. We're looking towards the west at some of that fair weather cloud cover now from our Midtown Montgomery tower cam. And again, warm in the capital city, warm elsewhere. It'll be even warmer this afternoon, near 84 in Montgomery, mid 80s for the upcoming weekend. Sunshine, some fair weather clouds, a tiny chance for rain Monday into Halloween, but I definitely don't think it's going to be a washout for Halloween festivities Tuesday evening. Fronts to our southeast by the beginning of November Wednesday, and so we're looking at high temperatures in the 60s and overnight lows at least falling into the 40s, maybe cooler than that. Alice?
All right, thanks, Ben. And still to come on Action 8 News, a River Region favorite is back for another year. We'll have more on the annual chili cook-off after the break. Well, now that we're well into fall, it's the perfect time of year for chili. And here with more on the 20th annual Lions Club Chili Cook-Off is Britt Barley. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Ellis. Appreciate it.
Yes, and so 20 years of doing this. This is a great event that everyone loves. Tell us a little bit about the Chili Cook-Off.
Yeah, so like you said, it's our 20th year to be doing this Chili Cook-Off, and it's brought to you by the Montgomery Lions Club. And so we're just really excited to have the event tomorrow at Riverwalk Stadium. Mm-hmm. And the gates open at 11, so everybody come on out. Tickets will be available at the gate, and the event's from 11 to 1.
Okay, and I participated last year, and this is such a fun event. So basically vendors make chili for everyone, and they have so many creative recipes out there, and people can go and taste them all.
Yes, so we have 20 teams participating, and they're professional teams from local restaurants, but we also have sponsors such as the LM News Network, Jackson Thornton, ASC Credit Union, and our title sponsor, Max Credit Union. So all those different sponsors will have stations throughout the concourse there at Riverwalk Stadium, and you can have unlimited samples from station to station. And you can also buy by the quart. If you really find one you really enjoy, you can make with a $10 donation, you can purchase a quart to go.
Okay, and all the proceeds go back to the Lions Club.
That's right.
And tell us a little bit about the Lions Club and what y'all do.
Yeah, so our primary mission is sight preservation. And so those that may not can afford eye exams or eyeglasses, we help sponsor those folks in our river region through funds generated from this event. We also donate to youth programs throughout our region, as well as other charities and nonprofits.
Okay, and can you give us the time and date and everything?
So it's 11 o'clock tomorrow at Riverwalk Stadium, and it's till 1 o'clock, and you can purchase tickets at the gate for $15. There is a military discount with appropriate ID for 10, and kids 6 and under get in free. And we will have the Jumbotron on for those that may want to watch some college football tomorrow during the day, and they enjoy some chili.
Yeah, it's such a great event. It's so fun to be out there and get to sample all the chili. I mean, there's some great recipes out there.
That's right. Poultry, beef, wild game. So whatever strikes your fancy, come out and enjoy it with us.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ellis.
And coming up on Action 8 News, there's a lot to get into this weekend in the River Region. Savannah Sabb will tell you what's happening after the break. Well, Halloween events are in full swing this weekend with festivals, trunk or treats, and even Taylor Swift being a highlight. Savannah Sabb has what's happening.
You guys, Halloween weekend is creeping up on us, and I hope y'all have your costumes ready.
Savannah, you must be really excited because you already have your Halloween costume on. Wait, let me guess. You're a girl who dressed herself in the dark. Ooh, so scary.
Ew, so scary. Carrington, these are my real clothes. I'm not even wearing my costume yet.
Oh.
Before I lose it on Carrington, here's what's happening. So rude. If you feel like jamming this weekend, East Chase is just the place. Harvest Jam will be on Saturday. Enjoy craft beer tasting, live music, and pop-up vendors. Donations from the craft beer tasting will benefit Child Protect. It's from 11 to 2. Spend your Halloween weekend with the animals at Alabama Safari Park. On Saturday, they're hosting Spooky Safari, a fun day of Halloween entertainment and kid-friendly fun in the village walkthrough. Explore the trick-or-treat trail along with candy and treats. There will be inflatable obstacle courses, face painting, and more. Millbrook is hosting a fall festival, and there will be so much there. Look at this. There will be a fall farmers market, costume contest, bike archery, hayride, pumpkin patch, paint mountain, food trucks, DJ, loads of candy, games, and that's not even the full list. It will be Saturday starting at 10. Eastdale Mall is turning up the Halloween fun with Mall-O-Ween. Imagine your little ones going store to store, filling their bags with sweet treats. It's all happening on Saturday from 4 to 8. Over in Prattville, Launch is taking the candy adventure to the trunk with Trunk or Treat. So grab your costumes and treat bags and hop from trunk to trunk for a fantastic and safe candy extravaganza on Sunday from 2 to 4. Join the Alabama Department of Archives for a spooktacular, free and family-friendly Halloween event. And Hilltop Public House is having an Eras Tour costume and dance party. Come dressed in your favorite Taylor Swift era and celebrate the release of 1989, Taylor's version. And that's your look at what's happening in the River Region this weekend. Now, Carrington, I have my costume on. I'm a Barbie.
You know, I'm not even surprised.
I'm not even surprised. I'm still mad at you. Don't forget that. That was messed up what you said. Back to you.
And if you know of any family-friendly events that happen over the weekend that you want Savannah to cover, send her an email at sabb@waka.com. And coming up, the Montgomery Biscuits are in the Halloween spirit. We'll take you to their Halloween Fan Fest after the break. Well, the Montgomery Biscuits hosted their annual Halloween Fan Fest last night, along with the trick-or-treating on the concourse. They also offered train rides on the field. Biscuits General Manager Mike Murphy says they want to open the park for more fun events like this.
One of the major parts about our business, from the Biscuits baseball, is we want to make an impact in our community, and this is just a small way of doing that, of being able to open up our gates and like you said, have a safe environment for people to come and just have fun with their families.
And I was there along with others from the Action 8 News team passing out candy, and the event was free to the public. So it was a good time last night.
And I've heard that you had a lot of leftover candy
yes,
as well.
Maybe we did. So,
yeah,
you know.
Gosh, I guess we got to open our doors here at Channel 8 and allow people to come by and trick or treat on
Halloween.
Halloween.
Who knows? We'll use them. We'll use the candy, I'm sure.
And maybe we'll be back down at Riverwalk Stadium tomorrow for the chili cook-off.
That's right.
Some candy as well, in
That's
addition
right.
to chili, of course.
Absolutely. And hopefully the weather will be nice for it.
looking that way. Yeah, nice today as well. Sunshine, some fair weather clouds, rain free with high temperatures in the mid 80s, and we're looking for mid 80-degree warmth, which is way above average for the end of October. That'll be continuing into the upcoming weekend, and we stay rain free with sunshine this weekend too. Early next week, Monday into Tuesday, front arrives in Alabama. We do not expect widespread soaking rain that we really could use with that front, but a big cool down as November begins next week. Alice?
All right, thanks, Ben, and thanks for watching Action 8 News at noon. Stay up to date on our website, WAKA.com. The news continues at 5 on Action 8.